Hey gang, Charlton66 is having a contest. He wants to know a comic we would choose to pass off to a civilian, to show them our passion for comics, to show them why comics are great to us. I choose Kamandi number 17. In terms of genre, in terms of structure, in terms of meaning, it's like the perfect comic. The structure of this works great partly because you have multiple points of opposition. You not only have the guerrillas, you have the super unhelpful humans who Kamandi tries to save from this slave transport, and they attack them, and you have these freaky, teeny, underground mutants, though Kamandi very rapidly turns them from opponents to allies. You want multiple points of opposition to churn the story, like Spider-Man has multiple points of opposition. He's not just fighting a costumed villain, he's fighting J. Jonah Jameson. He's fighting the teenagers. And civilians seem to like Spider-Man. And you find some major structure steps, the kind that you'd find in feature films, crammed into this comic. You have the action overture. You have the gate, the gauntlet, and the visit to death. You've got the battle, obviously. These are the kind of things that you'd find in, Star Wars or Indiana Jones, and civilians like Star Wars and Indiana Jones. And the underlying meaning works because you've got these nihilistic, disorganized guerrillas. They have set up camp where these freaky mutants are coming up from under the surface and stealing their stuff. Kamandi figures out that these mutants only understand good and bad. See, if you're nihilistic and disorganized, there is always something beneath the surface, some resent, some past experience that's like this clawed midget, this midget made of stone, this grotesque thing that will sabotage you when you least expect it. And of course, Kamandi can utilize these little guys, because he's not lost, he's searching. He's not a nihilistic, resentful nubbin. And don't even get me started on the hidden meaning of the next issue. My goodness. And obviously this isn't super deep, and you're not supposed to sit there with the comic going, this represents this, and this represents this, and this represents this. You're just supposed to read it and absorb it. You're supposed to understand it, and then you're supposed to say, well, it's a good comic. There are other comics that don't have these meanings running through them. And you might look at them and say, this is fine. It didn't really grab me in the way that it should have. Charlton66 also wants us to shout out 2 or 3 YouTubers under 150. I'm just in time for Gomez Comic Collector because he's at 146. I'll also shout out Mind the Comics and Thomas Churchill. I'll have their links in the description and Charlton66's links in the description. So thank you to Charlton66. Thank you for having this contest. Congratulations on being up over 100 subs. I actually did kind of wing this, though. I just have a little pile of these Kamandi doubles hanging around, and I just grabbed one at random, and I figured it would do. Every issue of Kamandi is worth reading. And obviously, I mean the Kirby Kamandis, not the later one. Not the grim and gritty 90s one. Not the one that's sold as an editorial stunt. Hey, we don't know what's going to happen. Could be garbage. Don't ask. Just buy.